to me, I get frustrated at times that this all isn't going faster. But then I also
You got
want
something
to
else
do
you could be doing?
something. Exactly. But I want to do something that's big and meaningful and impactful.
This is the key, man. This is the key. I love the climb. I don't care where the summit is. Like, have you ever seen this clip of Jerry Seinfeld? He's in like the bar area in like a nightclub. And this guy, this other comic is just seeking his advice and kind of complaining to Jerry about like how long shit takes. And he's just like, I don't know how much longer I can do this without, really achieving success. I see all my friends getting married and getting jobs and buying houses. And you got to really watch the clip. We should find and put it in the show notes because like Jerry's face is just like, ugh. And then he's just like, well, like, and then the guy's like, how much more time should I give this? He's like, you got somewhere else you'd want to be? They got like, you should love it for the activity, the sake of itself, not like, oh, and the guy's he's like, I'm 29 years old. I'm getting older. And Jerry's like, what? Like, just looked at like, what are you talking about? And I just love that idea. And he tells this story of, because Jerry's part, he's like, there was never another job for me than being a stand-up comic. So this is the best version of my life, whether I'm selling out 300, I'm performing in front of 300 people at the Improv or 3,000 in a theater. Like, there is no better job. And it's like, if that's not for you, if you're like, oh, I could be a stand-up comic or I could be a fucking investment, I think he said investment banker. And Jerry's like, what? Like, those are not the two same things. And
like,
so
what
Jerry,
does that mean?
So Jerry illustrates this point where, like, I forgot what it was. It was like this famous band, rock and roll band in the 1970s, and they're on their way to a gig and there's bad weather. And so they have to land like at a different airport. And then they're like having to like walk through like a field that they weren't expecting to be in. It's like raining and or snowing and they're all cold and they're like uncomfortable and they're walking through with like, their big guitar and all their equipment. They're in like ankle deep snow. And then they see this house and they walk up to the house and they look in the window and it's like this like family sitting in front of a fire and like there's two kids and they look at each other and like, oh, how do people live like that? And so like people are like, who the hell wants to do this? You're in the snow. Like you almost like you had to land in a cornfield or wherever the hell the story was. And Jerry's point was just like that. It's like, what do you want to do? Like, you should just be like, there's nothing else that I'd rather be doing. So if it's going to take a long time, you got something else that you'd rather be doing. And if you have something else you'd rather be doing, then you should be doing that.